Okay, we are live. Yeah, I advise against starting a YouTube channel. You may have seen these. Sorry, I'll just have to sort out the microphone arm here, like that. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen these videos where the title will be something like YouTube is in easy mode. Start a YouTube channel now, and why you should start a YouTube channel even if nobody's watching, and all of that. Um, and I will be that grumpy old guy who will be telling you that no, I advise against starting a YouTube channel, and I will explain why. This is not something I would have said in the past. I would have actually said, yeah, do start a YouTube channel. But now I would say, no, don't bother. Um, yeah, so I'll just let people discover the live stream and join the chat. Occult Prepper, hi there. This is Donato Eufemia. Ciao, ciao. um, I'm I'm doing this live stream a little bit later than usual because I do these when I've finished my writing for the day, and I write very early in the morning. YouTube is not my job. I'm a novelist by profession. Hi there, Stefan from Denmark. So yeah, now this is not going to be me ranting about YouTube. I have done that before, and I think it's something that is we should do, because YouTube has gone from being a wonderful platform to what it is today. We will talk a little bit about that, but I will first say that when I say that don't bother starting a YouTube channel, when I say that, I'm not talking about starting a YouTube channel without caring about views. So if you want to start a YouTube channel just to document, let's say, your outdoors adventures or your hobby or something like that, and you don't care about views, if you truly don't care about views, go ahead, start a YouTube channel. It's a great tool for documenting what you do and your hobby or whatever. It's great for that. So yeah, go ahead, do that. But if your goal is to be getting lots of views, I would say chances are that will never happen. Sorry. And I have advised so many aspiring YouTubers up through the years, and what I'm seeing is that it's much more difficult now. And I wouldn't say that it's because the quality of the videos on YouTube are so great. I would say actually it's the opposite. The quality has gone down a lot. But it's more the way YouTube is set up now. Again, if you want to make videos for your own sake, if you want to make videos for your grandchildren or your children, that's great. Go ahead. YouTube is a great tool for that. But at this point, I think your chances of getting lots of views are very slim. There are some exceptions. You can easily get many views if you do the rage bait thing. You talk about current political events, the culture war, and so on. Talk about something, just put yourself in front of a camera and talk about something that people hate. And then you will get a lot of views. But I think doing that long term is kind of unethical, and also it will be detrimental to your mental health. Um, so you can get the views, but it's like getting views now because you have high quality videos. That's a thing of the past. It's not like that anymore. And if you look at the channels that are growing now, it's many of them are AI. Some of them are pure AI channels, actually, and many of them they use a lot of AI in their thumbnails, in their videos, which I have talked about in other live streams and so on, and videos here. So I won't get into that and why I hate that, but um, the quality on this platform has plummeted. So it's not like you're fighting against video creators with a higher quality. Well, of course, when you're starting out, your quality will not be great, but it's not about the quality. It used to be at least partly about the quality, but that's long gone. That's in the past. So I'm saying that I advise against starting a YouTube channel now if you want lots of views. I'm saying that because I want to save people from the frustration, from all the hours of work that will be wasted. And I'm honestly, it's not a message that I like to bring you guys, but it needs to be said because still these channels, these people are saying, start a YouTube channel, start a YouTube channel. Okay, but I don't think that they are being honest. Many of these channels saying that they are making money off of aspiring YouTubers like vidIQ, uh, and many other channels that are supposed to help people on their YouTube journey. um, so if they were honest and they said that getting views on YouTube now is more difficult than ever, if they were honest about that, they would kind of be out of business. So I will also say there is a possibility that grown-up people will get into leading positions in Google and YouTube, and they will see all the wrong things that they are doing, and they will change things back to how it used to be. Because this is a failing platform. Remember what I said. This is a failing platform. And I don't think YouTube will be around. Well, YouTube as a brand will be around, but YouTube as a video hosting platform will be so different in the future that it won't really be recognizable. It won't be like YouTube. It's already corporate tube, and it's corporate tube, and it will be very different in the future. Sorry. There is also another thing, and I've said before, I don't fucking care anymore. So I'll just say this out straight, and I won't sugarcoat it. And I don't have a proof for this, but I have studied statistics, and I see that the way videos go viral now, the way channels go viral, seems to be it the probability for that happening is so tiny that I do not think it's random, and I don't think I think it's paid for. Okay, I think it's paid for. Now, I'm not even talking about when you upload a video, YouTube wants you to pay money for them to promote your video. I advise strongly against doing that, but I think that there are secret deals that are being made with Google and YouTube. And I think that some of the channels that pretend to be authentic and genuine, they are not. They are being paid for. And I think that some of these larger creators who have tried to come across as authentic and real, and suddenly they got millions of followers and millions of views on every video. I think that many of those, or most of those, they quit because the money behind them were withdrawn, or they didn't see any use in that. The the people who own the channel, they didn't see any use in promoting that channel or paying Google and YouTube anymore for the views. I don't have any proof, but I'm willing to bet good money that that is actually the case. Now, I know that many of these channels, they are owned, they were sold to corporations. Many of the gaming channels, now I can't remember the name. These are channels I don't watch, but yeah, but many of the larger, biggest YouTube channels, they were sold to big corporations. And I think that they should be honest about that, but of course they won't be honest about that, because then maybe people wouldn't watch it anymore. I don't know. So what YouTube needs to do is to go back to a subscription-based feed. They will not do that, of course, because there is big money in deciding what people feel and think, and they do that by using the so-called algorithms. The algorithms is just YouTube deciding what to show you. And it's not random, and it's not only based on your search history and what you have been watching. I think it's paid for, a lot of the stuff that you're seeing there. Now, when I subscribe to a channel, which I will do to support the channel, I will do that, and I will then watch videos from those channels, right? And I think that's a beautiful thing. It used to be like you create a community, and you have a relationship with your community. You make content, you make videos, and sorry if I misspelled the title there. I will correct it. So it's like I want to decide what to watch. I don't want a fucking algorithm to decide what I see on YouTube. Have you tried to type in searches on YouTube to search stuff? It's almost impossible now. They will just come up with suggest all these crappy videos and crappy channels that have very little to do with what you wanted to watch. So if they had gone back to a subscription-based feed, you would be in control. You would be in control of what you are watching. What I'm seeing now is like the feed is filled up with reaction videos, which I have no interest in watching. Not at all. I'm not interested in what someone else thinks about something. I want to watch the original video. And in most cases, these people I have checked, they don't even link to the original video. Um, and I also see that, you're being unsubscribed from channels that you subscribe to. Many of you have told me that you have been unsubscribed to my channels. And that has, of course, happened to me as well. Why do they do that? Why do they do that? It's not just a glitch, you know. It's not just a glitch. During COVID and all of that whole scam, of course, I was unsubscribed to almost all the channels that were critical to the current narrative. Um, and that's obviously not just a glitch in the system. So who the fuck is doing that? You know? And if someone's if a real person, I doubt it, but if a real person on YouTube is watching this, you know, shame on you and fuck you for what you're doing, you know? How can you sleep at night? Now, of course, they are all in on AI. AI is going to be so great. AI is going to save the world, and we're going to have AI do all the jobs, and your government is just going to give you money for free so that you can just frolic around and do nothing and have fun. Yeah. No, that's not how it's going to work. Yeah. uh, yeah. So it's like, no, the AI is ruining this platform as well. It is probably the biggest problem. AI is becoming so lifelike now that I think maybe we can't separate AI videos from real videos now. You wouldn't know if it's like that already, because if you can't see the difference, there isn't, well, you can't see the difference. But it's moving towards that, and maybe we are already there. Um, and that is dangerous because it takes away the authenticity, it takes away the connection with real people, and it changes people's perception of the world. And now they are looking at AI videos without knowing that they are looking at AI videos, and they go out into the real world and they get disappointed or they get upset or they whatever, because the real world doesn't fit with the AI version of the real world that they thought was the real world. So, you know, that's a problem. I've always said since the start that if you use AI, you are part of the problem, and people don't like to hear that. The exception is if you're doing some very, very important work where AI is actually a very useful tool. Like, for instance, you are trying to find a cure for cancer, you know. But if you're using AI just for fun, you're part of the problem. Sorry. But every time you use AI, you're making it better. Every time you use AI, you're making it better and more realistic and stronger. So that makes you part of the problem. I know. It's not a popular message. It's not a popular opinion to have. Now, of course, AI has been injected into everything on YouTube, and when I look at the comments, under the comment, YouTube is suggesting an answer, AI answer, and it still annoys me. It's each time I see that, it's like it's just annoying. and obviously I do not use that. Um, if I reply to a comment, it's me replying. It's not the AI. So of course you also have comments um, that are written by these bots. So it's perfect irony, isn't it? The bots writing comments and you replying with AI generated answers. I mean, come on, it's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous, right? So, um, yeah, and also I've had two or three occasions that I have seen. So there's probably many more. Um, on my Viking Age videos on my main channel, I've had people writing, chat GPT says that, and then they write something completely ridiculous. So you are wrong. It's like, yeah, I won't claim to be NASA, but there was this, I think it was a video where some guy who was quoting NASA about some fact about the sun, size of the sun or something. No, what was it? Something about space and planets and stuff like that. And his friend says, "Oh, looked at his smartphone and said, no, ChatGPT says that," and it was just something ridiculous. And so this person trusted ChatGPT more than NASA about facts about space. So that's where we are now. That's where we are. So it's like, oh, yeah, it's we really are in a downhill part of the hike, so to speak, when it comes to intelligence and perception of reality. And when I say downhill, I'm not saying that because I think it's going to the hike is getting easier. It's we're going to get to the bottom of the valley, and there's going to be a very steep climb to get out of that valley, if you get my meaning. Um, yeah. So, yeah, no, I'm saying downhill because it must seem very easy. Everything is so easy with AI now, but we are going to reach the bottom of the valley, and then comes a very steep and difficult climb to get out of that valley. Yeah, you know what I mean. So, yeah, I just wanted to say this, and I, I know the comments, they will be like, so people will just disagree, and that's fine. But yeah, I do stand by what I said. If you want views, if views matter, then starting a YouTube channel now is, yeah, at least think a little bit about it. How much do the views matter to you? Because I think that if you work on your videos, your presentation, your editing, and everything, it still probably won't matter when it comes to the views. I'm sorry. So that's my negative message here. Um, and yeah, um, One advice I will give you, if you are starting a YouTube channel, you have decided that you are going to do it, stick to one thing. Stick to one thing. The way the algorithm, the part of YouTube that, I won't get into that, it's a bit complicated, but the way it works now on YouTube is that you need to be very specific. You need to be in a very specific niche segment, and you need to stick to that. The algorithm will not know what you're doing if you try to do different things. So I would just pick one thing. Do you have like an interest or a hobby or something that you think you could make at least 100 videos about, and you are extremely interested in that? That will probably be a good niche for you. So, yeah, okay. That was a reminder about that was my phone ringing, and I just wanted to give you an update. It reminded me. Still waiting for my light phone. As you know, I am not in support of having a smartphone. I now have a smartphone because they closed down the 2G network. So, and I couldn't get a phone in Norway that is not a smartphone that works on the 4G or 5G network, which was very annoying to me. So I had to get a smartphone. I'm waiting for something called Light, as in light from a bow, Light phone, the Light phone. Sent me an email. It's been delayed because so many people want that phone. Now they're saying the end of this month. We are at the end of this month now, so almost. So hopefully it will be here in a few days. And yes, someone asked if I will do a review on that. I probably will. Yeah, because it's a phone that is not connected to the internet. By that I mean you can't go on the internet. It doesn't have the apps that track you. It doesn't have any of that. So it's very different from having a smartphone. Which so that's what I want. But it seems to be great. It has a camera, which I missed on my dumb phone, and you can download music and audiobooks on it. So yeah, I will probably do a review on that. All the smartphones, they are tracking you like hell. Those apps are selling the information to third parties. So if you don't want that, you can't have a smartphone. It's that simple. I think the Nokia 105 4G is connected to the internet. Yeah. But all the phones I could get here, they were all, they had Facebook on them and an internet browser. And that's the problem if you have that. But anyway, that's all for now. Hope you have a wonderful day.